Okay, so you think the wolves have... The wolves stole the holocron?
Maybe. It may be best for you to... Well, let me see. And the gatekeeper kind of bows his head. There may be a little sweat on his brow right now.
He's one of those
He doesn't seem
things.
as good as he used to, does he?
He's all knowledgeable and stuff when we got here.
He's just degrading.
Oh no.
He's busted. Maybe there's something wrong in his...
Oh, he's in hologram senility.
Yeah.
You need to defrag his hard drive, McCraft.
I could take a look at his operating system.
Maybe we should get him onto a solid-state drive.
Opens it up. It's all like weird crystals and shit. He's like, I don't know how any of this works.
This ain't computers.
Let's put more crystals in
It's
there.
magic.
That'll do it.
Somebody call the Asgard. Stargate, fine. It's Stargate.
Get it.
I went for the Babylon 5 reference before, and
God, you guys are fucking nerds.
All right, let's
I loved both of those shows.
go and negotiate with some wolves.
Well,
That seems to be
Don't
what
think you
he's
can
asking us to
negotiate
do.
with
I mean...
Aggressive
I can negotiate
negotiations.
with the wolf.
We've all
Maybe I
seen,
could negotiate
you know,
with a wolf.
we've all seen episode
Okay,
1.
so in Gruff, you're gonna have to take over the pack.
Okay.
you gotta become their alpha.
We're all not gonna watch because that's weird.
Clatuinian dominance is now active in this area.
But you have a good time.
Just gonna mount every single one of them and hope for the best.
Just one after the other.
Dominance.
That's-
All right.
I was trying to go there a bit more obliquely, but yes.
No, you just gotta go straight for the jugular. Right, so the gatekeeper lifts his head.
I've seen
after-
K9. I know what's what. K9 Cop. Jim Belushi, not K9.
You'd be more like Turner and Hooch.
Oh boy.
Such a good
The
movie.
gatekeeper lifts his head.
Yeah, if the gatekeeper lifts his head, he wants you guys to watch Turner and Hooch.
Oh no, it's just
Um,
K9 with Jim Belushi.
But
What
that
the
movie
hell?
wouldn't exist yet.
Oh,
No,
shit.
it's-
Right.
It's
And
actually
it'd
a
be in another
remake.
galaxy.
It's a remake.
Probably is from a galaxy around here.
So is this like a Battlestar Galactica type thing where everything that happens will happen again?
I
Maybe.
don't know, but spoiler alert, I've never watched Battlestar Galactica. Now I never
okay.
will. All right, so the gatekeeper lifts
missed
his
that.
head.
Everyone's
after-
a Cylon.
Oh, shit.
So many angry comments. What Jared just said, Battlestar Galactica wasn't that great.
Yeah,
That
so the
motherfucker.
silent gatekeeper lifts his head. I have spent much time these weeks with you all. I know that I had you all assist with that cleansing ceremony, but I don't know if you're all quite as in touch with this location as I am, but there is still something here in the valley, the dark side. I do not believe that those beasts that came in and found my secret holocron room somehow, I do not believe that they were acting naturally. I believe they had been twisted by this presence, this vergence in the force. Somewhere in this valley, I believe, they have taken and secreted away the holocron. Perhaps the local villagers could be of assistance in locating their den.
Oh, all right. I mean, since Wyatt already taught them all to speak Galactic Standard, it shouldn't be a problem to secure their assistance.
Oh, I imagine probably not. They already could speak normal. They just didn't like you guys.
Well, normal.
Wow.
That's a pretty offensive statement, gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I believe it's called Basic.
It is
Hey.
called basic.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
basic.
now that, I mean, in my time, we called it normal.
Oh dear.
Hearing you call it basic slightly offends me.
Gatekeeper's
Well,
actually
we're
an
all
old
basic
racist.
bitches.
The gatekeeper is now posting on Space Tumblr.
Oh.
Well, he'd be posting on Spacebook because he's not an
Yeah,
SJW.
Right? He's old.
He's a spacist.
He's
Space?
posting like like space Donald Trump memes.
I can't believe Rhodians still have jobs in this day and age. The gatekeeper.
Posting it on MySpace.
Oh, dear.
All
My
right.
friends, I believe with your help, we can make this temple great again.
I'm leaving now.
Let's get out of here.
Goodbye.
Sorry.
Well,
So
we're-
Bosma, I don't suppose you took the Seek force power.
Oh no.
No, me neither.
Speaking of force powers, did we ever do anything with those Jedi robes
No, we didn't.
Nope.
or the other lightsaber?
We gave the other
Rail-
lightsaber to the rail.
Which do you mean?
Well,
the
I stole
that
one of
you
them.
Destroyed. The one that you blew
Well, the one
up.
we found under the waterfall, Rail has.
That's right.
Yeah.
Color
was-
color to be determined.
Color to be determined.
And Malefax had
and
one which was
Malefax had his
damaged,
red lightsaber.
and that was damaged by Bosmo.
I
We then picked it
disarmed
up.
him.
I don't see how you would have. Without literally
I
taking
poked his
hand
wrist. I poked his wrist, but good.
Off. Really?
And-
I thought
But
I
it doesn't matter.
narrated
It-
that
it's-
as you damage. Anyway,
It's unimportant.
And
It
there was
doesn't
the- and there
matter.
was
I
his
won't be
Sith-
using it
and There was
anyway.
his Sith sword,
yeah, and his
which
his
we don't want to
crazy
touch
cold
because it's
sword.
evil.
And it was
Swords
inside
aren't
Wyatt.
evil. People are evil.
That sword is evil.
Oh, okay.
Probably just misunderstood.
No.
I bet if I used it, it'd be fine.
So there's
Come
those
on.
Jedi robes.
There are
All
Jedi,
right.
yeah.
We should probably
Yeah,
decide what to
Jedi
do with those at
robes.
some point.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you guys have got a bit of a collection of assorted crap. You got the
Yes, we do.
robes. You still got that armor from the bounty hunter way back when. I
That
don't think
needs to
anyone
be
put
fixed.
that on.
No, because it doesn't
Yeah, it
work.
needs to be repaired.
Yeah, we got to fix it. I mean,
Too.
we need half the credit cost of it to fix it as well.
Yeah,
and
how
it's-
much is
And-
that?
It's like
Well, I
10,000
assume that means we need half
credits?
the credit cost in parts, and we're not exactly in a place where we can get parts.
yeah.
That's correct.
Speaking
Yeah,
of parts,
even though
Let's
the
go talk to
rebels
those
just showed
locals.
up, they didn't really give you guys much.
Jackass.
Good job, rebels.
Yeah, thanks.
so we're gonna
Yeah,
go
plus
find
it's
those
like
locals.
it was what, like the combat armor?
Yeah, I think so.
The Protector 1 combat armor?
Yeah, the one that's all smelly.
Sounds right.
So to fix it, we need
2700.
what, 2750.
Yep, 2750. I've actually got it in a handout.
I was looking at the armor sheet.
Well, we'll get that fixed when the time's right.
Yes, indeed.
I mean, after
Maybe
all,
sooner.
it didn't really help that guy out much in the first place.
Sure did.
Indeed.
Well, no.
But yeah. So beyond that, you've got the robes that are the Jedi armor, really. There is that other lightsaber, which if anyone wants to use it, I'll make something up real quick. And there's the sword, and you guys also got a bunch of blaster pistols and rifles.
Yeah. I took a regular blaster pistol
I took a regular blaster rifle.
to upgrade my crappy holdout blaster.
Right, and you can probably take Romans back if someone else wants one.
Not me.
Can any of us use a rifle?
No. Well, I mean, we can
use
yeah.
it.
Use
Alright.
it just fine. Just
Yeah.
not super
Anyway, we can sort
effective.
that out. So you guys are going to head on down
Ranged
to the
heavy is
village,
the
huh?
one I feel I don't have.
Well, spent your experience on cool skills.
I didn't need ranged heavy. Yeah, so what are we going to do with the armored robes?
up to you guys. That's a Jedi thing.
Yeah, that's Jedi shit.
The problem is we can't really use them in most places.
Well, in my thought, it's probably not sized for a Tordarian.
Yeah.
Could be.
And Rail ain't here, and
It's actually
Yeah.
sized for a Yoda, so it'll be fine.
Mhm.
That's for one of those big man babies.
it's too small on him. Bosma's like, oh.
Ah, Lan wears it as a
Also-
balaclava.
Also, those hired goons that were in the valley have been
Yeah.
showing up now and again, but you guys have probably accounted for most of them. Unless you just hold yourselves up in the temple for 3 months.
No.
No, Wyatt's been
Surely we
coming
would give
to
them the opportunity to leave quietly because they were just being paid. And they're not being paid anymore.
Or are they?
So we would just give them the distinct impression that we just, if they don't cause any further trouble, they're free to go.
stern look.
Their boss's head on a pike.
That's pretty stern, yeah.
This Lan and Bosma have been practicing their force move skills with Malefax's
With the
body
head.
in the head,
Aw.
just floating around.
Yeah.
I'm
Yes.
Malefax. You can go home now.
That seems really dark, Sonny, you guys.
Why did you guys put it on one of those lightsaber training pods that float around and shoot lasers? Is what I want to know.
No, we use the force to throw the head back and forth at each other. We call it blitzball.
Mhm.
I love it. Okay, so you guys are going to head down to the village. So a little bit of backstory, since there has been some time, you guys aren't fresh from the temple in any event, and Wyatt has been down here, probably more than you guys, the rest of you, anyway.
Yeah, because White's been bored.
No, well, McGruff probably comes down. I don't know. I'm not going to play your characters for you. So this is Frostwall Village. That's the name that they've given their village. For the most part, after Malefax was defeated, yeah, they kind of stopped being really, really angry. For the most part.
That's good.
Yeah. But Wyatt in his talking with them, they're still very on edge. Their tempers flare very quickly, and grudges from decades ago just keep coming back up. So while they're not being mind controlled anymore, they're still definitely not fully recovered.
Hmm.
They were very suspicious of Wyatt when he first showed up.
But through gambling with them, I connected with their hearts. Or something.
Man,
Did you know?
feel good movie of the year right there. Yeah, but they what you would have discovered as well is that despite your encounters with the hunters, they were nowhere near as primitive as they appeared. They're not advanced by any stretch of the imagination, but they definitely weren't idiots. And they weren't that primitive.
Well, why would we assume they were idiots just because they
I don't
didn't have
know.
lasers?
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, they didn't have lasers, so
He's
that's
space racist.
Hmm.
Are you space racist?
That's right.
Well,
This is
well,
a new day and age, but
It's more space
yeah, their clothing
imperialist.
is mostly the clothing, of course, is mostly like linen, furs, and they do have a wall around their city. But since the weather has gotten better, they have started tending their farmland again, which is great. Since no doubt Wyatt has been able to, I don't know what has Wyatt done with that. Wyatt,
Done with what?
the fact that they're
Helping
growing
these
food,
people.
yeah, and how are you helping them?
Helping them?
He's helping
I don't
himself
know.
to their stuff.
Wow. Yeah, helping yourself.
I was gambling with them. I kept them entertained with games of chance and tall tales and possibly also alcohol.
Did you teach them how to brew alcohol with their cool grains?
I'm sure they knew if they're not that back. I mean, they have guns.
Okay, fair enough.
Brewing alcohol tends to be like one of the first things an agricultural society figures
Yeah.
out.
It's because it's great. It's the
Like,
We just left this fruit sitting out for a while, and then somebody ate some. They got really fucked up.
they got all silly, so it must be great.
It seems like a great time.
yeah, Wyatt hasn't been helping per se. I mean, he might be I really can't see him helping much. He's probably just there to kill time, to be honest. At best, he's helped himself.
We're trying to help you learn to be a better person.
On a very special episode.
Okay.
All right, so
fair
Bosmo flutters into the village.
He hasn't been a dick, but come on.
All right. Has Bosmo been down at the village before?
Sure. He has to practice his sales pitch on somebody. You can't just rely on the Force to be convincing all the time and charming.
Can't he?
Can't he?
Well, he could, but he's not going to because he doesn't roll very well.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. So you guys make the long trek down. The 1,000 steps are behind you. The 55 steps are also behind you. And indeed, Bosmo is no doubt just blazing ahead of everybody else, flying while everyone else is all tired. So he heads into the village. Now, at this point, the villagers are, of course, a little more used to you guys coming on down from up high. When it first happened, as I mentioned, they were not too pleased. They've also been waiting for a hunting party to come back for a few weeks now, which Wyatt probably knows in his discussions around the Pazak tables.
It's a long time.
It is, isn't it? So where is Bosmo going to head towards?
Who's the in-charge man or woman?
The in-charge... Oh, it's like I'm almost... Anyway, the in-charge person, as you guys know, their leader... There's actually two leaders. There is a leader by the name of... Sorry, well, totally not generating a name right now. There's one called Abra, or rather Obra, and the other is Yubu.
Oprah and Ibu.
Obra and Yubu.
Okay.
Yubu.
Okay, so we've got a famous talk show host and a film production company.
That's right. Sid, Ubu, Sid. Good McGruff.
McGruff's like, you can't say that. That's our word.
All right, so Obra and Yubu, who's there? Who's present at the moment?
They're both present. They are the village elders. They more or less just sit around all day.
I say, hello, Obra. Hello, Yubu. How are you doing today?
Oh, it's Bosmo.
Yes, that's me. I'm Bosmo. It's good to see you.
Bosmo. Come
Isn't it
closer? Come
okay.
closer, Bosmo. I
Here
want to pinch your cheeks.
Okay, all right, I guess. Fine. Isn't it nice how the weather's turning nicer again and it's not deep winter all the time anymore? Isn't that nice?
Yes, it's very nice. The young strapping men are once more tilling the fields. Our harvest will be plentiful this year.
That's marvelous news. I'm very happy to hear that.
Yes, it's so good, Bosmo.
Excellent. So you got a hunting party missing, eh?
Yes, quite unfortunate. They've been gone for how do you say it? 3 weeks.
Wow, that's a really long time.
Yes, Bosmo.
Oh, God, I cannot do the second voice. Jesus.
Should have
I
just
had
said
it,
that
and
one
then I
leader.
lost
You're
it.
just killing yourself over there.
I didn't, though. I'm okay.
Yes, they've been gone for a long time.
That's 30,240 minutes.
Fucking nerd.
And the best part is I didn't have to say it that time.
Yes, a long time. Yes, very long.
It's gradually turning into Yoda voices now. Fuck.
Maybe
Like
we...
a weird Mighty Boosh.
Well, we're looking for something too, so maybe we can help each other out.
Oh, that would be wonderful, Bosmo.
Yeah, teamwork.
Yes, that reminds me of my youth. We used to trade with the city, you know.
Yes, you mentioned that.
Yes, we used to take the lumber from up here down the mountain. We used our hair to make ropes.
Wow.
Do you want to see the ropes?
Meanwhile, Wyatt's over there just like holding his face going, Jesus Christ, this guy's just Buzz Killington. Oh. Ask him about the time he told everyone about the history of wheat.
Oh, you want to hear about the wheat?
No!
Our harvest, it's a heirloom grain, you know. It was once nearly wiped out. But through careful cultivation, we brought it back.
I don't want to interrupt, but
No.
we should probably learn more about the hunting party, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with McGrath 120.
So,
we want to find them, so we need to know more about them instead of wheat, right? Yeah.
Well, we're wondering if you've seen this thing that we're looking for. There's these holocrons that have gone missing, and maybe the wolves had something to do with it. I don't know. Like, do they steal things like that? Do they like shiny things?
Bosmo,
Yeah.
that might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard you say.
Wow.
Well, I don't know a lot about your local wolf creatures.
They're wolves.
Yeah, I know.
They kill things and they do wolf stuff.
Have they been acting strangely, this recent time?
Oh, yes. Very strange. At
There you
least
go,
Until recently.
Wait, they've been acting strange until recently?
Yes.
Probably after we iced the guy,
Mhm.
they started acting normal again.
Now that stands to some form of reason. We don't ask about the temple and what goes on up there. That's your business.
Did I tell you about all the time I spent archiving the relics that I found up there?
No.
Oh.
Ask about where the wolves are.
Oh, right. Yeah, but didn't we pass the wolves on our way here the first time?
We did.
Where did
I
that?
don't know, Bosmo. I wasn't with you.
I was talking to Wyatt, but thank you for the reminder. Sometimes I think that you're with me even when you aren't.
She's still pinching his cheeks.
It's very uncomfortable, but Bosno isn't saying anything about it. So where did your hunting party go?
I don't know. Hunting into the forest.
Like in any particular direction?
Somewhere to the south, I think. We just kind of sit here.
Okay. Is there anyone here who is maybe normally part of the hunting party, or hunting apprentice, or journeyman hunter? Hunter's girlfriend, boyfriend,
Well,
once and future hunter.
we're titles. We just call them hunters, but Lutery, maybe Lutery. You can ask her.
Okay, thank you. I need my cheek back though to go over there, but
Oh,
You're
so
already
full.
leaving.
At
We don't even know where we're going. We're just walking.
At the risk of starting a very enticing story about a bridge, where do we find this lady?
Oh, she's just 5 huts down on the left.
All right, that's. Thank you. You don't need to tell me about the history of that hut. We'll figure it out once we're there. Thank you very much.
Wyatt,
Yeah.
I want my spear back.
Well, then we're going to have to get ourselves a game of Bazak going tonight, aren't we?
I've been practicing, you know.
Already
That's-
walking, just gone. Heading
Good to
the
hear.
hut.
Good to hear. And he's like double finger gunning at the guy. He's like, I'll catch you tonight, buddy. And then he leaves.
haven't get you yet, Wyatt.
Why did you make arch nemesis out of old men?
No, I just took their stuff in a gambling game.
No, that's an old lady. Can't you tell?
Yeah, one of them was.
I cannot.
They all look very similar.
In fact, identical.
They didn't give me any new tokens in this book.
It's okay.
All right, so where are you guys going?
The fifth hut down.
Yeah, we're the fifth hut down on the left.
All right, so what do you guys do? You're greeted by a hut.
Oh wait,
What?
Cosmo knocks on the hut. It's squelching.
Why it's very uncomfortable in this place because of all the huts.
Can they call
Why
them
it's just like, I
teepees or
don't
something?
I don't like homonyms, okay? I just
It's weird that
Every
it's a
time someone
homonym
mentions
in
the word hut.
basic.
Yeah. Sounds surprisingly like English.
Yes, indeed. All right, so you knock upon
Actually,
the hut's door.
It's a homophone.
alphabet is actually our regular alphabet.
Jesus.
It's a homophone, not a homonym. The species has two T's,
Yes, you're
whereas
right, it is
the
a
dwelling
homophone.
has one T. All right, so yeah, we knock on the hut
All right.
all at once.
yeah, we're all just please.
One of the hinges kind of buckles under the collective might of 4 hands.
Sorry, I was using too much of my awesome strength.
He's just flexing randomly.
Making friends with muscles. Oh, hello. Oh, the door. And so the door kind of gets picked up from the inside and opened up. And before you
Sorry, that's
all
Bob.
is yeah, inside is Ubu. She somehow got over here really
What the hell?
quickly.
We have
Nah,
tunnels.
They're clones.
Probably, but inside is, of course, the aforementioned Lutri. She is pretty average height. She's dressed in furs and linens. She looks pretty stylish, to be fair. She kind of regards all of you. Oh, the strangers from the temple. Hi.
Hello, are you Luttree?
That's Lutri. Yes. Hi.
Oh, sorry, my tongue is alien, so sometimes I have difficulty with your phonemes. Ubu and Obra told us that you might know where the hunters have gone.
Oh yes, yes. I know the hunters quite well. Yeah.
So they've been
Do you
missing
know where they're
for
gone?
30,420
Yeah.
minutes. Sorry, 240.
I mean, that's a long time.
It might be 420 by now. I don't know.
I don't know either. We just kind of look at the sun here.
They're missing and they've been gone for a long time. Now, could you just point us in the direction?
Oh yeah. They were thinking that since the snows were, melting, that there was a good chance to get some fresh game to the that way.
And she points to the southeast.
Where them wolves were. Okay.
No, you mean the wolves? No, they're in the other direction.
Wait, that's
She
right.
points
That
to
was
the northwest.
southwest.
That's southwest.
So they went
Wait,
the other
what?
way. What the hell was down there?
The way we came in.
I know, but I'm asking, what is the southeast?
That's. Oh, you mean where the hunters went?
Yeah, what were they hunting?
I don't know. I mean, maybe one of these or one of these,
And she kind of points to the various animal heads that she's wearing.
She's just
Oh.
wearing like a rancor for some reason.
Oh.
They are, well, from the look of them anyway, they are amidst of bats otherwise known as flitterbats around these parts, and armored sloths.
Jesus.
Armored sloths. And there's also, and she points at something that kind of looks like a lynx.
To the past.
That's right. I mean, they wanted to get some of the lynxes, but I mean, I hope they didn't run into any of the bloaters.
What's a bloater?
Oh, they're herd beasts. They're okay, but they're just filled with this terrible smell.
I'm liking this less and less by the minute.
What kind of terrible smell? Hold on a second. I might be into this.
This is terrible. You know, when you've eaten too much.
We don't really
sloth?
need to know this. No.
Well, actually, we might need to know if we're tracking them by scent. If we have to know what they smell like.
I mean, you can.
I can't.
Any of us track by scent?
I can't entirely discount that possibility with Muck in this party, but
he has he doesn't have a big snout. Can he track by scent?
I've got a big snout. Bosmo wiggles his trunk, just undulating across his face like a big slug.
That's weird, Bosmo.
aliens are weird. Land.
Yeah,
Gruff starts wiggling his little nose at Bosmo.
Everyone's just entranced. Oh.
Okay, so do they have a normal a hunting path that they follow, like a trail?
Maybe they got themselves a camp out there.
Oh yeah, I mean there's a lot of us living out in the forest, you know. I don't know exactly where they go.
Oh,
but
hold on a moment. Sorry, keep going. Never mind. Keep going. Don't stop believing.
I can't. My
Don't
faith
stop.
Don't
is
stop till you
gone.
get enough.
Come on.
But yeah, they're out there somewhere. I mean, I'm sure they'll be back any day.
Yeah.
She doesn't quite sound like she believes it, though.